reminisce, looking back through my thoughts, remembering the hotness of the room, the door's locked. They said, listen here, you better not miss. You wanna get ranked in, there's a process to this. You pull this off, then shit, you got what it takes to live track. If you gun the boy down, you rep these colors for life. I was nervous as hell, but they couldn't tell how. I couldn't let them know, so I wiped the sweat off my brow. We on the north side, about to wage war in the south. It was like slow motion, hearing the words from my mouth. It was like a dream state, faces blurry and all. Just don't kill no kids, was the last I recall. Open up the door, street light, fucking my vision. Load the clips, get in the van and prepare for the mission. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. 222s, 245s, and a 9. Mentally preparing for the fucking blood on my mind. I got my game face on, what's the possible outcome? Might be death, might be prison, but yo, it's gotta get done. I mean, how many motherfuckers are G's me? How many motherfuckers my age got the grips on their hate? How many motherfuckers claim they hard, but really they bitch? Wanna rep some G shit, but after months they just switch. Cowardly busters that get themselves known as a mark. That's what we doing on this mission, we gonna take out a mark. We on the south side now, the other side of town. No time for smiles and frowns, keep his whole face now. Heard better pay attention, we in another dimension. And do I really have to mention, never mind all the tension. Just do what we came to do, gotta get this shit done. Aim with precision, squeeze the trigger, just kill and we're done. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. It's the countdown, ready to take lives in the war. Adrenaline pumping, open the door, I start dumping. Shells hitting the ground, I see the mark and he ducking. Yell out, why is you frontin'? He shot back, saying nothing. Didn't realize his boys around the corner had something. AK-47 and the boy shot back. Hit the homie big head and pushed his wig right back. See the shadow under the car, I'ma get that bitch. This is what the punk get for thinking he could just switch. Run up to the car, jump up, land on my hip. Pull the trigger once I see him, realize it's a kid. Must have been the neighbor's daughter or maybe even the son. Couldn't really tell after all the gunshots was wrong. Noticed the shooting stop and see a shadow approach me. Feel around for my gun and watch the shadow so closely. Saw him lift up his arm, he said, homie, you're dead. Cocked the gun, pulled the trigger and